Okay. How are everybody doing tonight? And welcome to Getting Busy. I'm Biscuit. Remember, when you come in, please smash that like button, hit that share button. Come and join my YouTube page. It's YouTube at Biscuit, BIZCUTT. With that being said, it's time to get busy. Well, how's everybody? I hope everybody's doing good today, man. The weather's been really good temperature-wise. Tonight we're supposed to get a massive storm, so look for me to get called out. So it is what it is. It goes with the nature of the beast. When you work for the power company and the power goes out, you have to go to work. So with that being said, work comes first. You know, it always has. It always has. Well, the big tour story yesterday was Brian Schottenheimer introducing the world to Christian Parker. I liked the interview. I really did. Some of the things that he's talking about, I was all for. One of the things that obviously him being young and being energetic, which I think that's going to go a long way. From what they talked about, all the players have reached out. A lot of players have reached out, and they're very excited about getting to work. It's really what I want to hear. Some of the things that he talked about is how he wants to run multiple defensive looks. Now, if you follow my page and you know me, I'm all about being aggressive on defense. I'm a lot like I'm a blitzing type of guy, constantly putting heat on the quarterback to make him make quick decisions, because quick decisions can make quick problems. So I'm that guy. I want to push the issue. But he's been with Fangio for a long time, and Fangio doesn't do a lot of blitzing, which is why I think I was looking like more of a Jim Leonard. Some guys are looking more of that Deontay Jones, because they get aggressive, which is great. Shotty said in the interview that he had been looking, at Parker for a long time, for a few years. Since he's been at Dallas, he kept hearing about this young man who's making a name for himself, and he was looking forward to working with him. Well, he got that chance. According to Shotty, him and Jerry sat in and done like 40 interviews. I imagine they're talking about not only just the defensive coordinators they were looking at, but maybe the assistants, because they filled the roster with assistants, man, and it all looks good. So. I dropped my pen. But one thing I know that I took from the interview. Now, you may not want to make a big deal about it, but neither Jerry nor Steven was there. It was completely Brian Schottenheimer introducing Christian Parker to the world. Some newscast, some of the press were asking about it, which Schottenheimer said don't bring anything into it. Which I think they announced that he wasn't even at last year. So, but to me, I think it is a big deal, because he's the guy that Schottenheimer wants, and Schottenheimer's introduced him to the world, and Jerry butted out. I think that's huge. So Jerry doesn't butt out. He doesn't. That's his team, and the whole damn world knows it. So, but he said he wants to run multiple defensive looks, and I'm being. Well, he also stated that being in a 3-4 will be the nature of what it's going to be run, but he'll also run a 5-2-4 and also 4-3s and stuff like that. So he will change it up, which is, to me, that's about the same as being aggressive. We'll see, but he did mention about, he's going to reach out to his players. He's going to play to his players' strengths, not to what he wants to bring, and make them play it his way. He's going to play to their strengths, whether it's man-to-man, zone, blitzing, or whatever. So he did stress that. So I was on board with that. He wants to learn what his players' do's and don'ts are. So. And he also emphasized on what's huge, and that's stopping the run. Stopping the run is what's going to put the Cowboys force other teams to be in 3rd and longs instead of 3rd and 2s, 3rd and 3s, because them's usually easy first downs, and we don't want that. So. He wants to stop the run. He wants to put pressure. He wants to win on 1st and 2nd down to put the teams into 3rd and long. And to me, that's awesome. He talked about he had a player that I think it was, I said one of his former players in Denver had reached out to him about Revel. So. He has like an inside scoop on Revel, said he's looking forward to working with him. So, he was talking about some of the Revel strengths and what he's got. And so, like I say, I want to see Revel succeed because he was a beast in college, and, he's been nursing that knee injury. He only played just a few games, and a lot of Cowboys fans was ready to move on from him. But I'm ready to give the kid a chance, man. So. I mean, to me, as soon as they drafted him, I just seen Diggs going bye-bye, man. I really did. Diggs has not had a strong a few years now. He's not been very good. Well, he's been hurt, and when he comes back, he's not a shutdown corner. But obviously, I love Diggs for what he once was. He was once the best corner in football, but that all evaporated, and so I wish him all luck. Obviously, we're going to be looking. He was talking about Bland a little bit. He was bringing up Bland's strengths and some of the things he's going to work with Bland on. I want to see Bland make a comeback because he just got a big payday, and if that's just me. If he doesn't produce this year, I would have to I'd have to part ways with Bland, man. I really would, because you just got a big fat payday, and it's time to live up to it. I think you can do it, but I think you need a little bit more work, and I think this guy's going to be the guy to do it. So. He also put a big emphasis on the nickel. To me, that tells me what he's really looking for in this draft. They asked him if Jerry's made a commitment to him about giving him the 2 first-round draft picks in defense, and he said Jerry hasn't done that, and Brian said, "Thank God." So that's yet to be seen. But he did say he does want the 2 first-round draft picks to go straight to defense. But when you talk about it, the emphasis on his nickel, that he wants him to be versatile, that explains 2 people to me, man, and that's Downs and Styles from Ohio State. Downs, he's a safety. He can play corner. He can tackle like a mofo. And Styles was moved from safety to linebacker. So they both have skills that would generate that would be what they're looking for in a nickel. So yeah, if we can, to me, I would love to end up with both of them. But if we can get one of the two, I'll be happy. I'll be happy because in this draft really can't go wrong. But you got to keep Jerry under control. I mean, it was, and honestly, I'm probably one of those crazy Cowboys that probably would have done it too. When Johnny Manziel. Now, I'm going to tell you, I was a big Johnny Manziel fan in college football. I really was. Johnny Manziel, when he played football, he brought it. He really did. He didn't choke in the big games. In big games, he played big. Cotton Bowl, Independence Bowl against Alabama. He played big. So I was a big Johnny Manziel fan when he was in college. So when he's dropped down, I think it was the year we picked up Zach Martin. Obviously being from Notre Dame, I knew who Zach Martin was. But when Manziel started falling in the draft, and I thought, oh man, Dallas can end up with a first round draft pick as a quarterback here, and it could be Johnny Manziel. Jerry was all about it. He was all about it. He was, and his son Steven literally had to stop him from picking him. Because, obviously I didn't know, not being from Texas, I didn't know none of the off-field stuff that Johnny was doing. All I seen was this kid on Saturday afternoons just come in and dominate, man, and it was fun to watch. He run the ball, throw the ball. I mean, he yards and points galore, man. I mean, I was intrigued. And, I knew Romo's days was probably coming to an end, but I'm glad we made the choice we made. We got a potential, I think Zach Martin's going to the Hall of Fame. I mean, he was dominant. He was a dominant right guard. But so what I'm saying is, we come to this draft, and it would kill me. Just say somebody like Jeremiah Love falls down to the 12th pick. Oh man, that would I would have to leave the room. I would really have to leave the room because I know what the Cowboys need, and I know that I'm more of a Cowboys fan than I am anything in this world. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I mean, I love Notre Dame. I followed Notre Dame most of my life, but I have followed the Dallas Cowboys all of my life. That's a fact. I mean, I came out of the womb with my worshiping that star, man. So I truly believe that because I don't remember never being a Dallas Cowboy fan. In such a Notre Dame, I can possibly go back to the 80s where I started watching them and became pretty much, on board with them because I love the game of football. And so on Saturdays, I really don't watch a lot of football unless it's Notre Dame. But that would kill me, man, if Love falls down to that far and the Cowboys can draft him as bad as I love him, man. And I love Jeremiah Love, man. I do. That kid is phenomenal on Saturdays, dude. And I really don't think he'll fall that far, but if he falls there, man, we got to keep ourselves under control because we got to go defense, dude. We got to go defense. We've got an offense. Cowboys have an offense that can really, they put out, 400 yards a game. They put it around 30 points a game. That can win a Super Bowl, guys. You got to get the other team to stop scoring so many damn points. And that's what we got to do. We got to go defense. And I know I've been on several panels. My buddy Spartan on TikTok, he's hit me with these scenarios. And man, I tell you what, I literally end up gritting my teeth because I'm like, because it's hard because I know we have a running back in Javonte Williams. I mean, he's a free agent. Are we going to resign him? Chances are yes. But forgive me if I'm not wanting better. I'm not taking nothing away from Javonte Williams. He was fantastic this year. But can he only runs the ball like 13, 14 times a game, and somebody like Glove, he would run the ball around 20, 25 times a game, man. And at any given second, be gone. I mean, gone. So keeping me under control for something like that would be is something we got to do, because I'd have to leave the room. I'd have to leave the room, because as bad as I would want that guy on my team, I gotta stick to defense, man. I gotta stick to defense. And that's what we got to think. We got to stick to defense. If we want a running back, a backup running back somewhere, we can probably hit that around the fourth or fifth round, man. So, or we could even get one in free agency. I mean, I'm not jumping on that blue train this year. I ain't gonna do it, because I heard too many people about Blue last year. Than when I seen it, he's got to break more tackles for me, man. He really does. The last game he had, he showed some real good vision. He showed he can play. That he had some game to him, and that maybe it was a lot of injuries he was dealing with. But I'm not going to jump on that Blue train. I'm not going to stick to it. I'm at the position. You're going to have to show me, bro. You're going to have to show me. If you can be the second, if you can be the runner-up, the backup running back, man, to Javonte, because I'm pretty sure that they're probably going to end up signing Javonte for about a 3-year deal, man. So, I mean, that's a rumor. It's yet to be seen. So, right now everything's a rumor. They've said they're going to franchise tag Pickens before so nobody else can talk to him. And then we're in the 2-week period now to do it. We're just in day 2, so look for Pickens to get tagged, man. He ain't going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. And all this trade talk shit, no, forget it, man. He ain't going nowhere. Dude, I can do story after stories, man, of how big of a fan of Pickens I am right now, because he's tough, dude. I mean, that dude's tough. But that's what I'm saying, is our offense is so potent, and so, I mean, even Parker in that interview yesterday, he wanted to come to Dallas because of their quarterback and the way the offense can move the football and get yards and do what they're supposed to do. So he that's one of the reasons why he came here. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say he wanted to get away from Jalen Hurts, because it's probably not true. But he did emphasize about our QB1. So yeah, NFC East knows we got we got a powerful offense, and we got a damn good quarterback. He needs help, man, and we got to get it for him now, because it's here, man. It's time, dude. I mean, Dak. He gets blamed for everything, and it's bad. Some of the things that you can blame him for, I get, but but to get blamed for this last season, man, hell no, man. Just
kiss my.
That's what I'm thinking about. That. Tell him, Della. I mean, you cannot, for the life of me, but I see it all the time. Hey, boy, he can't get the job done. They're not going to playoffs. Blah 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 blah.
Kiss my.
That's what I feel about it right there.
Ass.
That offense was very good this year, and they showed up. They played as much as they can. There's probably games you're saying, well, they only scored 14 points. That's because, like I was saying, when you got a defense that bad, eventually it's going to bleed all over your team regardless. I mean, you're going to, from Shotty's own words, he had to leave his offense to go work with Eberflus's defense to figure out what the hell's going on. He had to, they have to go for it on fourth down. They can't settle for field goals. They can't punt. They have to do things that's unaccustomed, that they're unaccustomed to doing, because they have to change it up. They have to keep the damn ball. They got to try every way to keep the ball, and it ain't always going to work out. It ain't always, the defense is going to win sometimes, unless you're the Cowboys defense. Because they didn't win shit. They were worst on third down. They were worst on the pass defense. they gave up 511 points this year, which is the worst in the NFL and like the third worst in NFL history. And we're talking about a Dallas Cowboy defense, and that just doesn't sound right to me. I mean, I grew up on the famous Doomsday defense, and then when you got the defense of the '90s, these teams were so put together, man. So for this to happen and to have the number one offense again and a defense that bad, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. So I have to keep myself under control, and we all do too. If something that drastic can happen, like a player that dynamic can fall that far, you have to stick to your guns. You have to stay with the game plan. The game plan is defense. We have to put a better defense together. He stressed that he thinks he can work with some of the players that he's got on the team right now to make them better. So to me that's all. That's some of the things I want to hear. But hearing it and seeing it is two different things. So I want to see it. We can talk about it, but it all sounds great. But it has to be seen I have to see it on the field. I have to see the product. We can talk about putting the ingredients together, but when we gotta see the final recipe. We gotta see the final meal. We have to see what's on that field. And so I like the interview yesterday. I like the fact that we have Coach Parker coming. I love the fact that he's coming from Philadelphia, man. So. I mean, anybody who had a good defense in the NFL, they were getting looked at, and their coaching staffs. I mean, when they talked about 40 people they interviewed with for the defensive coordinators, the defensive coordinator staffs, all the and Shotty wanted to say getting Jerry to sit down for 40 interviews was amazing. So yeah, I like the fact that it was Shotty and Parker only taking questions yesterday, only the ones that they could ask, and I think that was fantastic. And there was no Jerry, there was no Steven to take the spotlight away. So kudos. But I took some positives out of that. Of course, we're going to be talking about more to come in the future. But is what it is, man. We have a new coordinator. We have he has his staff, and I'm sure they're going to be putting on more as we go. But those yet to be seen. Let's start talking about the draft. The draft's in 2 months in April. We got the OTAs. Not OTAs, but we got the combine coming up. So we're going to be talking about a little bit about that, about who's signing and who's not. And that happens right here in my hometown. So I may even try to get down to the combine this year. Who knows? Why not? I mean, it don't cost nothing. Get there, see some of the best athletes, show off their skills and their why not? I think I might check out the combine. We'll see. Can't promise nothing, but it sounds fun. It sounds fun. So with that being said, you know what it is. We always them boys. And I'm going to be signing off. And I'm looking forward to seeing the product, man. I'm going to finish the product, see what happens. I enjoyed the press conference. So I took some positives from it. I hope you all did too. With that being said, this is Biscuit. We them boys. Have a good night.